E-string rooted or first position bar chords. In this tutorial we'll learn 4 of the more commonly used first position bar chords. The major bar chord, the minor bar chord, the 7th or dominant 7th bar chord, and the minor 7th bar chord. There is a relatively easy technique to help you remember these 4 first position bar chords. If you memorise the major chord shape first, you can find the other 3 chord shapes by simply removing the appropriate fingers. To find the minor chord shape, simply remove the 2nd finger from the major chord shape. To find the 7th chord, simply remove the 4th finger from the major chord shape. And finally, by removing the 4th finger and the 2nd finger from the major chord shape, we end up with the minor 7th chord. E-string rooted bar chords are so called because the root is on the E string. The root of a chord is the note that gives the chord its name. By moving these chord shapes up and down the neck of the guitar, they become different chords. The name of the chord is determined by which fret you play the chord in. So, by memorising these 4 chord shapes and memorising the names of the notes on the E string, the E-string rooted bar chord can be used to find at least 50 chords at this stage of guitar playing. For example, using the major chord shape in the 1st fret makes an F major, in the 3rd fret a G major, in the 5th fret an A major, in the 7th fret a B major, in the 8th fret a C major, and in the 10th fret a D major. Whilst we use the major shape for these examples, remember the other 3 chord shapes can be used in the same way. So for example, if you were to play any or all of the chord shapes in the 3rd fret, they'd be called G, G major, G minor, G 7th and G minor 7th respectively. If you were to play the same chord shapes in the 5th fret, they would be called A major, A minor, A 7th and A minor 7th. This rule is true for all the frets on the guitar. So if you were to play the same shapes in the 7th fret, they would all become B chords. If you were to repeat the shapes in the 8th fret, they would all become C chords, and so on. You may have noticed that not all the frets have been named. These are the sharps and flats. A sharp is literally a semitone or 1 fret up the neck. So for example, F sharp would be F, which is in the 1st fret, moved up 1 fret to the 2nd fret. Or G sharp would be G, which is in the 3rd fret, moved up 1 to the 4th fret. Conversely, a flat is down a fret. So for example, B flat would be B, which is in the 7th fret, taken down by 1 fret to the 6th fret. Hopefully from this tutorial you will have realised just how powerful and useful bar chords actually are. Whilst they are difficult to play, the brain work is relatively easy. If you can memorise the 4 shapes and the names of the notes on the E string, you'll have a whole host of chords which will make many tunes and exercises otherwise impossible to play. And if you're having real difficulty playing these chords and getting them clean, don't worry, they'll come clean in time. Your fingers just need to build up strength. So persevere and practice.